Hi Year 9. The purpose of this video is to introduce the Travel and Tourism course to you. For all of you, again, this is a brand new course and a new subject that you will have never done before. So hopefully this video will give you a better idea as to what the subject's about, what you will learn and what you can get out of it and where it can lead you career-wise in the future. So why choose travel and tourism? The world around us is changing all the time, so this course in itself allows us to understand how the industry works and allows us to visit these places. In this BTEC, we'll experience different places around the country and around the world. We'll find out how different parts of the industry works, and we can discover the development of tourism around the world. So the Travel and Tourism Tech Award, we study this subject if you enjoy visiting new places, learning about the world that you live in, and are interested about the UK tourism industry. So if you are, this course is for you. It's aimed at giving you the opportunity to gain a broad knowledge and understanding and develop skills in the travel and tourism sector. And the way the course is set up, there are 3 components that you must study. The first one is labelled and titled the Travel and Tourism Organisations and Destinations and worth 30% of the course. Component 2, Influences on Global Travel and Tourism. That is an external examination. It's a 2-hour long exam, and again this is worth 40% of the course total grade. The final component is Customer Needs in Travel and Tourism, and that is worth 30% of the total course mark, and that is coursework based. So a little bit about each one. The first unit covers main types of tourism in the UK and the contribution that the travel and tourism industry makes to UK economy and different component industries that make up the travel and tourism sector. The Influences on Global Travel and Tourism covers how different factors can influence the travel and tourism destinations. And the final component is looking at how organisations identify travel and tourism trends and explore, using these, how to meet the needs and preferences of travel and tourism customers. So, first unit, where we look at the aims of the organisations, you will learn what types of organisations there are in the industry, what these companies aim to achieve and why, and what interrelationships are and how they benefit companies. We'll also then go on to look at the big wide world, full of different types of destinations, and each place, it actually has many different types of attractions that appeal to visitors of all types. So within that unit, you'll look at the different types of features that can include attractions like theme parks, museums, natural features which could be rivers, they could be hills, they could be mountains, different facilities, could be sporting facilities, shopping, it might be markets, it might be football stadiums, places like that. We also look at the weather and the climate of specific places and also the different types of accommodation. And within that part, you will look at how the different types of visitors and what their needs might be for specific destinations. Second unit, we talk about the influences of global travel and tourism. So there's many things that can actually have an impact on the tourism industry, and we are going through one at this minute in time. The pandemic is a major one. You will have seen on the news about different airline companies, hotel companies that are not doing very well because they've had to cancel people's bookings and give them refunds. So we look at the different types of things, not just the pandemic, but other things that can have an effect on the tourism industry. And we look at how they might have a positive effect or they might have a negative impact on tourism. We look at how the government, private and voluntary sectors can then help to cope with those different factors and how they might try and overcome them as well. We look at how a transformational model Again, this is how specific destinations, how they grow from being a place where not many people might want to go as tourisms, and how they can develop into well-established tourism destinations for people to want to go to, and how that then helps bring in more money for its towns, cities and countries' GDP value. So that's how much money the country is earning from the tourism industry. Third unit, we look at travel and tourism trends. So we look at things like market research, which links in quite nicely with business studies as well, and how the travel and tourism industry use that information from market research and how they respond to that research by adapting and changing their products and services to suit the needs of their clients. We then look at meeting the needs of the customers. So again, with those trends that change, because we don't always want to go to the same place all the time, different destinations become more popular. So therefore, the travel and tourism industry have to adapt to what we as a customer are wanting more of. So we look at planning holidays, to meet the needs of what a specific customer, specific client might want. So at that point, we start working as a travel agent and we are looking at booking holidays and giving them an itinerary as to what they might do whilst they're there, which then meets their needs. Trips. Before the pandemic started, I was in the process of organising trips to Manchester Airport, Alton Towers, London, and also New York. Now, again, having spoken to the current groups that are doing travel and tourism, we've created a list which is not a definite thing that's going to happen, nor is it compulsory to the course, so you don't have to go if you don't wish to. But we are looking at, once we can start organising trips again, going to places like Manchester Airport, so we've got an idea as to how an airport works and functions. Going to Alton Towers and Flamingo Land as one of the attractions that might help us with Unit 2 and also possibly Unit 1 as well. We're possibly looking at going to London and seeing all the attractions that are available to us down in London. Disneyland Paris, because I'm a Disney fanatic and I would love to go and take some students to Disney. And also a trip to New York, as there are many, many, many different attractions, natural as well as man-made attractions that appeal to many different people out in New York. So again, that was something that we were in the pipeline of organising, which we've had to put back due to this pandemic. So travel and tourism is for you if you are interested in working in the tourism industry in your future career. If you've got an interest in travel full stop, if you're curious and have an opinion about the different attractions around the world and how these appeal to different types of people or visitors, or if you want to experience the world around us, full stop. Thanks for listening, Year 9. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to come and ask either me or Miss Greenwood, and we can give you some more information. Thank you. Bye.